just told you that Blue Eyes White Dragon just changed forever. Again, it changed for again. I mean, the last time it got a big update, it was very, very playable. It was topping events. You know, Syriax actually topped in his regionals with Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is kind of unheard for a card that came out 30 years ago. But Blue Eyes obviously wanted to be mascots of Yu-Gi-Oh! It needs to be good. Same can be said about Dark Magician. With that said, Konami just did it again, and they announced a brand new card, which is actually insane. The card is called Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the God's Surpassing Servant. It requires 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. It's a fusion summon, and says, cannot be destroyed by card effects, also unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during their turn. Can make a second and third attack during each battle phase, and once per change during the battle phase, you can target one opponent's monster special summon this turn, one face down card they control, and destroy it. But here's the problem. This is the controversy that happened on Twitter. People were saying, well, it's cool and all, it sucks. Because Twitter on Yu-Gi-Oh! Twitter just tends to always do this. They see something cool that comes out and they immediately go, this card sucks, it's unplayable. What if I told you you can summon this off of one card? Well, technically a handful of cards, but essentially one card. That's right, Dragon Master Magia. Dragon Master Magia, as you guys know, is fairly easy to summon in a Blue Eyes deck. It's a negate once per turn for a spell, trap, and monster, but it also has a rare effect that's almost never really used because it never really comes up. And that effect says, if this card, face-up card in its own control, leaves the field because of opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Blue Eyes monster or Chaos or Black Lost Soldier Ritual monster from your extra deck or graveyard. That's right, when this card dies or leaves the field for whatever reason, you get to summon the brand new Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for free. I don't know about y'all, but if Magia doesn't do its job and then you drop a unaffected tower, that's kind of a powerful card. And on top of that, once per chain, it gets to pop a face-down card or a face-up card. It also gets multiple attacks during your turn. It's kind of insane. And by the way, by the time you get to the point where Magia leaves the field, your opponent has already ran out of options. So this card is insane. And like I said, it's very easy to summon with this deck. Now, unfortunately, I will admit I clickbaited you a little bit because this card is not available in the OCG or the TCG, and probably won't hit Master Duel for a while. But I want to actually showcase how easy it is to summon this card because Magia is a very, very playable card. And just because I said that, watch me never summon Magia in this deck. So this is what I came up with. You're probably gonna notice I'm not playing the Primate engine, which immediately people are gonna say you are insane for that. But I replaced it with something a little bit better. Well, I don't know if it's better. It's up there as just as good. Dominant Spark is a brand new hand trap where you can literally, as long as your opponent activates an effect in hand or graveyard, you have to just banish a card in the field when they summon it. This is a fantastic card. Now, I will argue, well, I feel like no one's gonna really argue with this. I do think that the Primate engine is a bit better, but the reason why I'm opting to run the Dominant Spark stuff over the Primate stuff is because I want to have a turn 2 option. A turn 2 option so you're not just dying whenever you lose a coin toss or, you know, the dice roll and stuff like that. And what we have here is, I believe we got 10 cards, right? So we have 3 Ash, 3 Mulch Armies, Fulos. We have Maxi, and then we have 3 copies of Dominant Spark. So you have 10 cards out of 40 that actually can come up during the turn 2 option. You also have some Board Breakers as well, which consists of Triple Tactics Talent. We have Fallen or Virtuous, which I feel like everybody should be running. A card is fantastic, super healthy for the game. But you're probably going to notice that I'm running the Azamina package as well as the Magician Souls package because this is actually going to turn into some negates when you go first. You'll be able to put up not just Azamina Ilia Sylvia. I don't know why it took me a second to read that. But also you can put up Saint Azamina, which then also can turn into Contact Fusion during your turn again whenever it comes back to you, where you summon Azamina for free, but just removing Saint Azamina and their biggest monster on the field. This deck works really, really well. On top of that, it's a lot of fun. Again, there's other various ways to run it. You know, I could argue that maybe running Primate will be better, but the reason why I didn't is because Dominant Spark has a downside where you cannot activate Earth, Water, Fire, Wind for the rest of the duel if you activate it from your hand. And this doesn't really matter because if you open up with Fuva and this at the same time, you activate this first. Or if you have Ash in hand, you're gonna activate Ash first, and then when it comes down to it, you're gonna activate Dominant Spark. So there's ways to play around it, but with this, if I activate this and then I draw Ether Barrel Dragon for a turn, which is an Earth type, it doesn't do anything for me. It just turns into basically a body, which becomes Blue Eyes Spirit with Eyes of Blue, and then you can do the Blue Eyes stuff with that as well. But honestly, this deck, I'm gonna just show you. All right, as always, if you wanna just jump straight to the duels, you can jump forward, but I want to kind of showcase what the deck can do without anything, like the combos essentially. All right, so this is actually a really, really decent hand. I'll show you why. So first things first, we're gonna activate, I mean, again, my opponent happens to have any hand traps, it's still gonna struggle. I just allowed the decks like this work. But let me show you some stuff first. So first things first, let's try to get a negate out. If my opponent's running Imperm or Veil or something like that, they will try to use it in this situation. We're gonna activate this. Now I will say, this is not the best hand solely because we don't have our Blue Eye starters, so we're gonna have to get a little bit lucky here. But again, I wanna showcase everything. I don't wanna just show you the best hands possible so you see what the deck does every single time, because it doesn't do it every single time. All right, so we're gonna activate this now. We're gonna go ahead and activate Deception to get rid of the Bellstar from the field. We're gonna grab our Hallowed Azamina. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the bricks. We're gonna go ahead and just blast it away into our Arcilago. The reason we're gonna do this is with this, we're gonna search Wanted, and we're gonna just hard draw into the card that we need, because this deck can actually dwindle a lot of your decks, so you have a better chance to draw it when you activate Wanted in the graveyard. So with this, we're gonna grab Wanted. And you notice that I'm running Diabellstar Vengeance as well, and the reason why is because when we bounce Arcilago back like this to get Hallowed back in hand, because it's not once per turn, you can activate it and then chain Wanted, and this is how you make Saint Azamina every single time, which is a very, very powerful card, especially nowadays. What Saint Azamina does, it requires your opponent to get rid of that card first in order for them to target anything on their field as well as their graveyard. It's very, very powerful, and with a lot of cards that require that, you gotta get rid of this first. It is a floodgate. No one likes floodgates, but I think some floodgates are fair to the game, ones that are not completely debilitating. And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a bit biased. I think the Saint Azamina and Azamina engine in general is very, very good. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and summon our Azamina Ilya Sylvia to get our free negate, and now we're gonna try to do the stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and send Illusion of Chaos away, summon this, and then now we activate Magician's Souls. We'll dump both of these because we can actually recurge and get them back, and hopefully we draw something good. Wow, that is the most blue eyes thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now and draw into one more card. Hopefully this doesn't happen. There we go. I'm happy this happened on video because that's funny. And as you guys know, this is your starter. We're gonna go ahead and activate this to get our Azamina, our main of white. Send her to the graveyard. I still cannot believe that. That's so funny. Set True Light. We're gonna go then activate our Magician's Souls to go into Spirit, which it is a spellcaster. With this, we're gonna go ahead and add our card that we need. I'm still laughing, bro. That's so funny. Add Mausoleum. Mausoleum is gonna set itself up. We're going to then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just dump. Make sure I'm just doing this correctly because I'm speaking while I'm doing this. Normally I'd be a little bit more quiet. I guess I didn't have to do that. I can just summon from my hand anyways. We're gonna go ahead and activate this to summon our Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is then also going to trigger our Maiden of White in the graveyard. Bang! You know what's nice about the Blue Eyes is we can actually get some fodder here anyways. We're gonna go ahead and do this and set our our wishes for the Eyes of Blue, not the white or the Eye of the Blue. Activate it, and we're gonna discard our second Blue Eyes that we just drew. I still cannot believe that back to back. I will actually get Ultimate Fusion, which again, this is gonna set up our play here with Magia, which again, you want. Magia is a cool card. I hate when people are like, I don't want to play that card because it's too hard. No, bro, it's cool. But you gotta sometimes play cool cards in your deck. It's not all about being as optimal as possible. That's how you get bored of the game, man. All right, from here, we're gonna go into our Spirit. Whoa, don't do that. That would have been a problem. Spirit. Bang. Check it out. Now that we have our required cards, we simply just activate Ultimate Fusion. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shuffle them back. Bang. Bang. Now we have Dragon Master Magia on the field. Woo! All right, let me make sure what else we can do here. I can technically summon this and get another search, but I don't want to do that. And oh yeah, that's right. We can do this as well. I can just banish. Let's banish you, and we'll banish you. And all right, this is our play for now. It's pretty good, I would say. Again, this is a bot. The bot's not gonna do anything. We are doing. I think I clicked on the Fire King one, but I mean, like, come on, bro. This is like we can just do so much with this. We're gonna go ahead and say no. Bang. The only thing I shouldn't have done is I should have got rid of this so I have more room. In case I need to, I guess I don't really need to worry about tagging out because tagging is gonna work the same way. You know what? I'm just gonna pop this. Because I'm gonna pop this, it's gonna activate in the graveyard. We're gonna negate it. No. No. Bang. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, we're doing stuff? You got another effect in your hand? No. We're gonna go ahead and use Ilya Sylvia for that one. This is like the standard play that a lot of people I feel like don't like with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's all, a bunch of negates. But unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh! When you go first uninterrupted, you set up boards like this. And that's why we have the ranked aspect as well. We're gonna show you that. I'm actually not gonna tag out, there's no reason to, but I will go ahead and activate this. And I will set, I think all I can set is wishes, right? All right, roar. We can do roar. All right, and then now we just draw. Excellent. I think did I know that? No, I did not know that was coming up, right? Activate this to pop this. It's gone. I mean, honestly, we just attack. Yeah, we got to get the blue ice on the field though. Summon blue ice from the graveyard. Want to get the blue ice white dragon finish. And look at that, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go into attack here. Bang. And then one more. Blue ice white dragon, white lightning attack, or burst, stream of destruction. But yeah, going back to the card I showed you off in the beginning, if for some reason Dragon Master Magia left the field, I would have been able to immediately summon the Blue Ice Ultimate Dragon, the God Surpassing Servant, from the extra deck, as long as, I mean, there will be room on the field. And then your opponent has to deal with a crazy tower that pops once per chain on top of whatever else you build. Now, obviously, the question you're going to have is Ryan, what card are you going to replace for the Brady Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon God Surpassing Servant? I wrote it down so I don't forget, because that's a mouthful. And to answer that question, honestly, you have a lot of options. You can technically get rid of the Saint Azamina and Azamina package, period. The reason why I like to run Azamina right now is this is basically my version of the tower right now that's going to be replaced in the future. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'll keep the exact same setup here and just run Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the new one, over Azamina. Because honestly, Saint Azamina is a great card, which allows you to, number one, get your Ilya Sylvia out for free, and two, it allows you to kind of slow down your opponent from all the interactions where they have to target cards in their field as well as their graveyard. It's also a very, very powerful tower to have in case something goes awry, you know? But honestly, there's a lot of things you can do. On top of that, you're probably gonna notice I have only one Spirit with the Eyes of Blue, which is not good for a grind game. But kind of the whole goal I had with this deck is you want to make sure you win within a turn or two. If you have to start grinding and going through the Spirit play, again, that's where the problems might occur. So it's all steam, and when that steam runs out, you win a full power, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to win the game. You can also probably take whatever we have in this list and kind of alter it to your liking, whether you want to do something like Forbidden Crown instead, and then that will also free up more space in your extra deck. You can also completely try to get rid of the Diabellstar package and the Magician's Soul package and then run like Dominus Purge as well. There's ways to do that, which can also kind of help the deck go in second. But again, I like to play my favorite cards as well as, you know, Dragon Master Magia, which is why I came up with this list right here. All right, now the question is what can we actually do with this deck once you're in the ranked ladder, when your opponent has, I want to go in second, when your opponent has various hand traps, you know, the standard interaction you see in Yu-Gi-Oh! And honestly, that's one thing that's always going to hold the deck back. I mean, I don't think a deck not being able to go second is necessarily a weak thing, because a lot of decks can't go second, technically. And if your opponent also happens to pop off, you normally don't get a chance to play it all, which is, you know, one of the biggest critiques with Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. It's like, I didn't open hand traps and it's over. Wait, I'm going first? Why did they have me go first? Why did they make me go first? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the Diabellstar stuff first. We're going to go ahead and send our... You know what? We're bold. We're going to drop Max C. Get out of here. Max C wins don't count as real wins. They're not real wins. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not. It's an auto win. All right, what we got in their hand? This is the part where I realized they had Max C and I probably would have held it. Then I would have ended my turn and I had my Max C. Okay, that's not the worst. We don't really care as much. But now that means my Diabellstar Vengeance is dead in my hand, which is fine. So now we want to go into... Ooh, you know what? If they have Ash Blossom, we do lose here. We drop the Blue Eyes. They don't. And that was enough to win the game, apparently. Why was that enough? I'm curious. I want to see what they're playing. All right, they were playing... Oh, they're playing Sword Soul. Ooh. Did they really open their one-up Imperm? They literally booted up the... Is this like the standard deck you get for just playing the game? I think it is. Man. Is that Protos? This is still legal in Master Duel? I thought they banned this. No, I know they banned it in the TCG. Get rid of this card, man. But all right, winning just one off of luck and also against a deck like Sword Soul is not good enough. Can we go first? We cannot. Let's see if we get some turn 2 options here again. By the way, my dumbass definitely tried to go, why don't I play Harmonia in this deck? And I definitely summoned Harmonia during my opponent's turn. And then I summoned my Blue Eye Spirit and realized and activate the effect. Most of the deck is Synchros, but what Harmonia does is it says you can't activate cards except for Synchro from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Ooh, so this is bad. This is going to be one of those situations where, I mean, this is like one of the issues with Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. We have a board breaker, but just one is not good enough for whatever this is about to create. Maybe they bricked. What are we playing? Oh, no. You know what? This is actually not the worst. And the reason why is because... Are you playing Simorg? Are you going to lock me out of some... We'll see what happens. in about 1 second for you guys, 20 minutes for me. We'll see what this Ember looks like, but if it looks the way I think it's gonna look like, Azumina is going to clear. Wait, what happened? I was just scrolling. What happened? Where did it go wrong? You know, the worst part is they might have just done a misplay in the beginning and gave up, and I didn't know. I literally was sitting there scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. I don't know. I don't remember which. And then I happened to look up and saw that that victory screen was sitting there. I'm sure editor probably can show the exact moment they scooped. And then you can see my reaction there where I just didn't even know. All right, this is a great hand unless they have, you know, your standard Maxi and stuff like that. So what we want to do here is we do have Dominant Spark, which is nice, and we are going to set it, so we don't got to worry about the Light Earth effect. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start by Maiden of White. Go ahead and just set this face up. Bang. Activate this to set our wishes. So far, looks like stuff is working the way it should be. We're going to activate wishes. We're not going to go for the Magia play here because we don't have our piece for it, which is going to be the Magician Souls. So we're going to go into, I'm thinking, is there a way to get to it? No, there's no way to get to it. We'll get you, and we'll grab our Sage. Yeah, that should be good. This is going to be like a standard Blue Eyes board here. We're going to summon this if they negate this, which they really shouldn't, but if they do, we don't really care as much. Because all I'm going to be able to grab here is going to be another copy of Maiden. Ooh, you know what? They're saving, if they have Imperm or Veiler, they're saving it for Spirit, which is what you should do. We're going to go ahead and activate this and go into Spirit. And if you stop this, it's a big hurdle for a Blue Eyes deck to get through. If there's a way to protect this, you want to protect this. And honestly, I have an idea what I'm going to do. I was just going to activate Fallen the Virtuous on it if I needed to. Okay. So now we activate, activate Mausoleum of White. You don't have to be nervous. It could be a Bestial. Bestials are actually a good counter to Blue Eyes as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this and send Yoi. We do have Roar, and Roar summons Blue Eyes from anywhere, which is nice. So off chance that they do happen to take our card, we shall have to do it right now. Bang! We get it anyways. Is it? I think it is. I think it is. All right, so if they... Now they'll be able to take our Maiden. You should if you have a Bestial. Okay, it is, so it's Magnamon. Which is fine. Because we have a second copy, we just won't be able to make two. And this is the part where Fallen and Virtuous is really good. Because Fallen and Virtuous, once you pop something, you get to get another one in an end phase, which is one of the controversial parts where people are like, this is why we don't like playing this card. It's why it should be nerfed or something. It's like, nah, the card is fine. Let's go ahead and summon Maiden here so we can still get our Spirit. We're gonna go ahead and activate our what can this do? I'm trying to think. I mean, I might as well just activate this now and get Ultimate Dragon and Graveyard. I did have to sacrifice Neo Blue Eyes for this, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and activate one of these here. But technically, you know what I could do? I'm gonna Roar. Yeah, I'm gonna Roar here. The reason why is because I actually want to just get Tyrant out as well. Off chance that they pop my field, Tyrant will protect us, which is nice. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Tyrant here for this one. Over here. And then we get our Spirit as well. Bang. And then I don't want them to have any kind of advantage, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this this Ball Drake. We have nothing on the field. Bang. Let's drop our Albion. And that's basically it. I'm gonna set all this. You don't really technically have to set Dominus Spark, but that's fine. And now, our Albion's gonna activate. Now, it's very important to remember that Dominus Spark does give them another effect if you have no trap card in the graveyard, which we don't right now. So we wanna try to activate Majesty first, and we have 2 pops here, right? Yeah, we have 2 pops. So we're gonna try to hold it as long as we can. And then Blue Eye Spirit, you already know what this card does. It will stop a graveyard effect. It will also float. So this is perfect. Why? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. That is okay with me. Magnemite will probably get rid of one of my blue eyes, which is going to be annoying, but that's fine. Ooh, Rain to Regain, huh? I'm gonna actually pop this. But you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm active Majesty on both of these cards. Why did you get rid of that? Well, I'm definitely gonna activate Majesty on both of those cards now. Activate it. Go ahead. And activate Regain. No! This is going to be game for us, actually. There's a world where I want that card back, but you know what? We're not going to need it at this point. Activate Majesty to pop both of these cards. And if they happen to have a second Bestial in hand, which they might, you can still get to Rebellion. This way they can't. Yeah, that's enough to win. So that was a scuffed duel, but again, you see everything that's possible. And keep in mind, at any point if you make Magia and Magia dies, you get to make the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon God Surpassing Servant as a float option. Now my goal actually is to open up with a Magician Souls. Give me 1 second, never mind. Going second is a whole different ball game. Your entire goal is to interrupt as much as possible and not completely get your back blown out. Let's see what happens here. What's our opening hand look like? Very good hand. Oh, yo, this is a Magia ass hand. This is a crazy Magia hand, by the way. Oh, we went second. Tinya, okay. That's okay. So here's the thing. This deck really cannot play into yeah. So if they don't have Ash Blossom right now, which I think they probably do, which is why they're openly just doing whatever here. Like Fuva alone beats this deck. Oh, resolved! Oh my god! So if they, what are you even making here? What are you doing? What are you gonna do? So you got to go into that. Yeah. You got to go into that. Honestly, this is gonna go into Barone. There's a world where you run Imperms in this deck as well, because Imperm matched with Dominant Spark is insane. But they're not gonna want to play fully into you're not gonna want to fully play into this. The thing about this deck is, so you can do something pretty simple here. You can just set this and then get Tinya out, so you can try to get. Okay, so they're keeping it as simple as possible. We're going to get rid of. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and activate this now. Let's get rid of that negate, which you're going to activate. Now during my turn, they can float this into one of these two, and that actually can still be a problem. So let's see how far we get. They didn't summon anything with oh, that means they have no monsters. Every time, bro. Every time. It's like clockwork. All right. So what you can do here is this card. This is the trap card. Is a negate as long as you control a any kind of synchro on the field. And what it does is, well, wait, they can't summon it. If they have no monster card, they would have to get rid of this first. Ooh, that's pretty bad. So I think there's a world where I just do something like. Hold on, let me see this. Let me see this. We're gonna go ahead and drop the blue eyes first. Summon our witch. I'm going to activate witch because I have a great idea. I have a fantastic idea. Harmonia. Ah! I don't know why I turned into a motorcycle there. So I already see the vision. What are you going to send? You're probably going to send, ooh, they're playing Cool Tune as well. So this is a Cool Tune variant, which is very, very dangerous. So they're probably going to send, Phantom, right? Yeah. Why? Wait, why? Why that one? Why that one? Why that one? I mean, we still get this. But now they can get their negate out, which is fine. What I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna summon our Magician Souls. Check this out. We'll send Illusion of Chaos away. We'll completely playing around this trap card. Bang. And I'm going to activate trap card. Oh, they're just going for it straight up. Okay. Use effect. They had a Fuva in hand. Oh, this is fantastic. This is so good. Unfortunately, they will scoop before we get to our full play, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and activate. I can summon this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and summon my Sage with Eyes of Blue. What's the last card you have? Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Did they not read this card correctly? Oh, they're at. You know, there's not gonna be another turn. We're not going to turn 2. Activate this. Hopefully, let me finish my cool play because I have a very cool play here. We're gonna go ahead and activate this. We're going to make sure I do this correctly. Yeah, this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and activate this. I'm only worried because I know they're about to leave. They're going to leave before we do the cool stuff. I'm gonna activate this. We will drop our Majesty. Get Ultimate Fusion and I guess Sage with the Eyes of Blue. Let's see a nice little, cool little play. So we're gonna go into our Spirit using Magician's Souls because again, it is a spellcaster. Activate this to drop our Mausoleum on the field. Mausoleum of White. Activate. And send Blue Eyes away. Let's just target this. Doesn't really matter. Blue Eyes. Go into this to get our 2 cards out. Let's get the cool Blue Eyes from started at Kaiba, the one that we all grew up with. Comment section below. Let me know which of the Blue Eyes is the best Blue Eyes. Check this out. This is gonna be so pretty. Do this. You're gonna see the exact combo I did in the beginning of the video in this duel. I'm just more surprised that they're still here. You know what? Kudos for them for letting me do the combo while recording the video. You guys have no idea how hard it is sometimes to record these videos where your opponent just does not even give you a chance to get that far. Right, now we do Ultimate Fusion. We're gonna go into our Dragon Master Magia by shuffling these 2 back. Insane. Let's put this up here. Animation. And then go even further beyond. I'm going to summon this. Bang. Let's get our card in hand here. I'm gonna activate this and drop you. And before I lose, because I have this like 800 attack monster on the field, that's enough. So what this would have turned into, it would have turned to Saint Azamina, which would have then summoned Ilia Sylvia, and then you can contact Fuse into Azamina to have another 4,000 attack monster on the field as well. But again, keep in mind, in the future, your option will be either between Azamina if you run the exact same deck, or you'll be playing the brand new Ultimates, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, God Surpassing Servant, which is a cool card. Yu-Gi-Oh players, it's okay to play cool cards because they look cool. Stop looking at cards and go, this is not optimal, I don't want to play this. Like, don't be a dweeb. Just play the stuff that's cool, man. Anyways, that said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you do end up playing this deck, let me show you one last look at it. And it's pretty much very expensive, by the way, because it's a lot of URs. I know a lot of you guys are probably looking at this and go, holy URs. Yeah, unfortunately, anime decks are just usually very expensive for some reason. But again, 3 Sages, 3 Magician Souls, 3 of these, 3 Ash, 3 Fluvas, or you can do Perulia if you like. I got 3 Black Witch, the Bellstar for the Azamina engine. And again, what you want to do with this, you summon this first, you go into Arceolago, you search Wanted. With Wanted, you chain that to Hallowed, so you can then add Diabellstar Vengeance. And what Vengeance does is it lets you basically make Saint Azamina. And if you happen to have a trap card in hand or on field, hand or graveyard, you can summon that as well for another pop. That's why there's a world where you probably want to do something like this. Maybe you run 3 Imperms on top of this. Maybe we'll do something. How about we do something like this? We'll drop the Triple Tactics Talent for something like this. Now we're running a 42 card variant. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I should have done that to begin with. We'll do something like this instead. Because this way, you have a chance to use Imperm, and then if you happen to have Dominant Spark as well, or if you draw into it through the power of Maxi or Fuva, you won't give your opponent a free card. Because again, the one card that holds this card back, it can be very dangerous, is even though you can get a banish from hand, if you don't have another trap card in a graveyard, you do get the special summon from their hand, which could be a problem. They could summon something way worse. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the comment section below.